Good morning. Good morning, guys. We're going live this morning to do a divine feminine chat with two goddesses, one reading. So today we're going to have Iya Osun and High Priestess MARLANA providing a divine feminine reading for the collective. If you have any questions, this is a great time to do that. So you can ask questions while you're live here today. But we will be giving a collective reading for so this will be everything that's divine feminine would need to hear. Over on YouTube, you guys know on YouTube what I do is I do a divine feminine chat. I try to do it once a month at least, but usually I do it multiple times a month where you can come live, ask questions, things of that nature about your divine feminine. And good morning. And on that channel on YouTube with the Divine Feminine Journey, we're talking about all kinds of different things as a divine feminine, what it is that you need in order to grow in your power. I truly believe that no matter what, we are all powerful. We all have this power no matter what. But sometimes we forget how much power we have. So all of that to say, I just want to let you guys know, thank you so much. I want to welcome Iya Osun. How you doing?
Greetings, peace, and love. Good morning to everyone on this beautiful Saturday. I'm doing well. Thank you for
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to give you the opportunity to go ahead and just speak a little bit about yourself. I was just letting them know that, we have been doing this last week. We've been doing the two readings, two goddesses, one reading, two divine feminines, one reading. Today is actually the last day that we set to do the divine feminine goddess reading. So I just want to let you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell me how you feel as though this week went so far. And if anybody wants the reading, definitely just reach out to us, DM us or DM me, and then let's see if we can set up a reading for you today. Today's the last day, and we only have a slot or two left. So go ahead.
Ashe. Yeah, I thought this week went really well. This is my first time joining with someone to do readings together. So it's been really beautiful. I'm Yeye Oloshunde, or Iya Osun, and I am the founder of the Yoni Steam Institute. I've been working with the goddess for many, many years and working with the goddess within and expressing that love without as well. So I'm also a priestess of Yoruba. So I do divination through cowrie shells, which we call Erindin Logun. And I also am working with my Bantu ancestry, doing what we call Matambo, which is bone divination. And then I'm also incorporating a little bit of tarot right now. So it's been fun to just delve into tarot a little bit more with my sister, High Priestess MARLANA here. But our mission is healing a million, one womb at a time. And so I'm thankful. I'm here to serve.
Yes, thank you so much. It's been amazing. I mean, the women we've met this week has been amazing. And just to see the healing, the healing. We said when we do it in the future, when we come back, if we have the opportunity to provide the two readings with, two divine feminines, one reading, we would need to make it a little longer so we can just go a little longer and actually, enjoy the presence a little longer and allow for more healing. So we said when we do it, we're going to have to do it a little longer so we can assist you on an even deeper level. But all this week, it's been crazy deep. We've been trying to uproot some issues that, we all have. And what did you recognize that in any of the divine feminists we worked with that, you were dealing or had dealt with some of the same issues they had dealt with that, you were familiar with?
Some of them, yeah. What we go through, we mirror each other at different points in our lives, So I could definitely relate I definitely didn't share all of the experiences that our clients had, but I could definitely feel the emotion and connect with their emotion that they were feeling because of their different situations. And even some situations that they're going through, there's kind of like just a recurring theme that brings us back to tapping into our divinity, to assist us in getting through any kind of situation, we are usually the solution, you know. So
Yeah.
just what aspect of ourselves is needed to come forward at that time to help us to deal with what's happening, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm just going to repeat one more time. Today we're here to do a divine feminine reading. It's two divine feminine goddesses here, but two high priestesses here, one reading for the collective for women. We're going to get started. I did want to censor the reading. We had a little technical difficulties. We were going to do this over on another channel, but we thought we'd come and surprise you guys this morning. So I want to say hi to everyone. Thank you guys so much for coming. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just enter the reading really quick with my sing bowl and just put out an intention, a prayer for you all. One moment. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We ask for clarity for the divine feminine, for them to follow their path, their intuition, their innate knowing, that they recognize their power, walk in their power, that they do not feel a sense of doubt when it comes to their power. Bring forth the messages that everyone needs to hear today.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, I love this.
Mhm.
All right, so I did want to say I woke up this morning with a song in mind, and what came up was sweat. Something just ain't right, okay?
Interesting.
And when I was listening to it, I was like, okay. So I said, let me go back and listen to it, because when I wake up out of a dream, it means something, right? And so I was listening to the lyrics, and it just was really like, I can't sleep at night. I'm wondering what's going on. Like, you're telling me one thing, just tell me what I'm feeling ain't right. And so this morning I was really feeling like, okay, I already see what the message is. It's like, again, you feeling like something's not right, whether it be in your job, whether it be in your family, whether it be in your waking life, your sleeping life, whatever it is. And a lot of times we disregard it. We disregard it as just simply being, it was just happenstance, or you're seeing these signs, you're getting guided from spirit guides, from your ancestors, Holy Spirit, you're getting all this guidance from your goddesses, your gods, whatever, and you continue to not listen. Because of what someone says. You see what I'm saying? Like, so someone can tell you something to outweigh what you feel. Isn't that crazy? Like, how is that? So I already saw where this message was going, but I know I'm gonna start shuffling here too. So just get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny because I've sought out some just insight from the cowries from the Arundel Lagoon. It's speaking to what you are speaking to too, that we need to be able to accept advice, especially sought out advice, especially from trusted sources that you've gone to, or that can assist you, and they give you the advice, and then it's like, but I don't want to do that. But I don't want to sacrifice that,
Yeah.
And that's another message as well, that it takes sacrifice to live your divine feminine. It takes sacrifice to live in your goddess energy. Sometimes you got to give some stuff up if it's not flowing with your divine purpose, if it's not bringing you a higher vibration, and when we go and we seek these readings, the readings kind of, they tell you how it is, and then it's up to you. There's always choice, you always have the choice. You can go one way or the other, but your life, the lessons keep repeating themselves.
Yes.
Exactly. The lessons keep repeating themselves until you make the choice for your highest good,
Absolutely. Like you were saying. So it's like, it goes back to this crossroads, you trying to choose which way. Which way do I go? Do I follow my instinct, or do I follow what I've been taught, my conditioning? Do I follow what, my parents did? Do I follow, you know what I mean? So it's like all of this.
Or follow what's going to look good to other people, or to save face, to you know.
Mm,
So
yes,
this year has been all about
that's
taking off
deep.
the false face and showing your true face, you know.
Yes. Save the face. A lot of people do that just to like, even when it comes to like, for instance, sometimes marriage, they're like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
well, even though it's not working for me, I don't want people to feel like I failed, that kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
you're
That,
even
yeah,
trying to face your,
disappointment.
huh?
Disappointment. Mm-hmm. Being
Yes.
disappointed, feeling guilty, yeah, not want to disappoint others. Yes.
So relationships are coming up, talking about the freedom and
Yes.
acceptance of your relationships, trusting. But what I want to say here, most importantly, is the trusting of oneself, right? What does it say?
Connect with your emotions. This is the water guardian. So
Yes.
it's like your emotions are valid. What
Yes.
you feel
Love that.
is valid. Connect with that. That's the
Yes.
guard of your spirit, your water. So, as women, we always say, oh, you're too emotional. Oh,
Yes.
emotions shouldn't play a role in things.
Yes.
But emotions are part of our intuition and they are very important. And it's important to express them or they can be contained inside of us and explode from within. So, what is it saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Got the
It says,
B?
love that you are different. Isn't
Ashe.
that beautiful? I mean, that just says exactly what you were just saying.
Is that a
Again,
B?
huh?
Was that a B?
It's actually it's like it's intertwined. It's a lot of things. It's like a rabbit with a
Oh,
tail,
okay.
with it's like a whole bunch with
Got a
wings.
big head.
So it's unique. You're
Yeah.
different, and accepting that. That's loving that about yourself. Like you don't have to fit in, right? We don't have
Mhm.
to act like masculine. Like to me, masculine is like the yang and we're like the yin. You know what I mean? But it's a
Exactly.
little bit of
It's
both of us in
balance.
us.
Right. We all have it in us. Right.
Yes. Yes. So
Right.
you have a little bit of both, and it's really about the balancing of the two within you.
Mhm.
So why is it that so many times the divine feminine, like again, what came out here is fear. Let me just show you some of the things that did come out. Fear came
Mhm.
out. We have God Yemaya. Yemaya came out for
Mhm.
surrender. You
Water.
know,
Mhm.
we have centering here.
Mhm.
We have your pleasure here. And we
Mhm.
have, look at this, justice, okay?
My
But
eye.
there's going to be required a rebirth. So we have a death and rebirth here of the grief. So you're going to have to bring forth death of those things that you're grieving. And you're
Yeah.
going to have to set some boundaries. So I feel like many of our goddesses, like you were saying at the beginning, it's like you're going to have to make some changes. And you may grieve
And this
those
is the
changes.
perfect time. We're coming up on the winter solstice. We're coming into a new year. Let's not go into the new year holding what we
Yes.
were holding that was so heavy on us.
Absolutely.
Let
And
us
we have a
rebirth.
winter solstice program coming up. Do you want to speak to that a
Yeah.
little bit?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's on December 21st. We're doing a winter solstice evening retreat. So we're going to
Yeah.
be doing womb yoga to bring in the solstice, which is the darkest night of the year, and also the celebration of the coming of the sun, of more light that's to come in the new year. So we have the womb yoga that my auntie Synovia is doing. Sister High Priestess MARLANA is going to be doing the divine feminine oracle readings. I'm going to be doing goddess affirmations. We're going to have the sound therapy and the goddess bowl therapy, and just giving us a moment to go within and connect with what we're releasing and connect with what we want to bring to the light and what we want to bring to fruition. That's December 21st in the evening. So you can go to YoniSteamInstitute.com if you're interested and want to sign up and join us on that journey.
Absolutely. I love it. So what just came out also, and I look forward to it, by the way. So I would just suggest that everyone definitely come out. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
What came out was the red chakra and patience. So the red
Mhm.
chakra is speaking to, again, your upbringing, your foundation, right?
Mhm.
It speaks to what are raised on, all of that. And so this is, again, having patience with that transition as you are possibly, leaving behind some of these thought patterns, these patterns that, were kind of brought to us through, generations. We have generations of thoughts within us. We have ancestors around us, but some of these thoughts are still limiting, right? So we're having to
Mhm.
release these limiting beliefs that have been put on
Mhm.
us for protection. Obviously, I believe, you know, I never have an issue. I love my ancestors. I speak to them on a regular basis. You know,
Mhm.
whatever they had to do to get to where they are, it was a part of their journey. And some of them, some of it we may not want to repeat, but it was to help us get here. And so sometimes they were living in survival mode. And so they
Exactly.
taught us to survive. And now
Exactly.
we're in a place where we can live.
Yes, we're in survivor mode and we can live.
Yes. Well,
You
yeah,
gotta
we're
live
here.
if you want to survive, you know. You better
Exactly. You're right.
you better get right with your life if you want to survive
Yes.
at this time, you know. So in my shells, Obatala is speaking a lot. And so there's a lot of blessings that is surrounding the divine feminine energy at this time. And Obatala is encouraging Obatala is represented by the snail and by the tortoise. So it's like taking your time, seeing everything very clearly. Obatala is like the wise elder using
Mm,
wisdom. So there's knowledge and then there's wisdom, right? You can
yes.
know the whole
Absolutely.
book, you can know
Yeah.
whatever your faith is, you can know the whole Bible, the whole Holy Quran, the whole Odui Five, you can know it all.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
not incorporating it in your life and not using the tools, then there's an
Mhm.
issue. So it's time to cultivate the wisdom that comes from the knowledge and the
Yeah.
wisdom that comes from the lessons that we've seen in our life.
Experience. Experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And take your time. Take
Hmm.
your time. The blessings will come, but you have to take your time at this time as well.
Absolutely. And don't feel guilty, right?
Hmm.
Because sometimes we feel guilty because of our experiences. You feel less than because of your experience. You feel like, why did I have to go there? Why did I do that? Why didn't I know
Hmm.
quicker? Why didn't I leave sooner? Why didn't I
Hmm.
recognize this before? And all of it's a part of your journey. So it's about releasing the guilt, the regrets, the
Hmm.
time you spent. Know that it was a part of your journey, not
Thankful.
make you feel
Gratitude.
bad. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Say gratitude for your
Yes.
journey. Every
Yes.
journey is a changing journey. Everything is always changing. So when that
Yes.
change happens, we don't have to take it so hard.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like, let's look at the blessing. What were the blessings in that? What were those moments that uplifted us? And let's take that. And what was it that brought the fall of it as well? And what's the
Absolutely.
lesson, in that?
Yes. I feel like, first of all, I feel like saying, they're telling me hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Mm.
Like we've been hoodwinked, bamboozled into believing that life was supposed to be exactly like this. You were
Exactly. It's a
supposed
fantasy,
to,
all those fantasies, all those
yes,
fairy tales we watch.
thank you. That's what I was going with. See, you're on the same page with me, sister. I'm telling you. Feeling like we're supposed to be right in this box, and then when you reach outside the box to do something different, when you're not right, when you're
Mm-hmm.
not following the
Mm-hmm.
status quo,
Mm-hmm.
when you didn't get married in a certain time, have your children in a certain time, and it's even
Right.
beyond that because nowadays or the last, 20 years or so, it's like, get a job within a certain, or what, not 20, but maybe 60
Mm-hmm.
years or so, get a job, not as successful, get the house, get the car, get the this, get the
Right.
that. What came up was all that glitters isn't gold, right? So this is
Mm-hmm.
speaking to the mass that we create, trying to create
Exactly.
this lifestyle, this
Mm-hmm. So
lifestyle
I'm
we
gonna
want
add
to
to
have.
that with the Earth
Yeah.
Mother,
Yes.
right? Because all that glitters and connect to your Earth energy, connect to nature. That's the
Yeah.
goal. That's the
Yes.
goal. Rebirth yourself. Sit on the earth, sit on Mother Earth. Let Mother Earth take some of that energy from you.
Yes.
Allow that energy to circulate. So all as we are in our emotions, and emotions are good, and we have all the different display of emotions. No emotions we are supposed to be holding strongly to us.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a time for sadness, but it's also a time to let it go. And the earth
Absolutely.
is what supports us to allow us to let it go. The earth is what
Yes.
replenishes, right? The
Yes.
earth, you can go and you can put shit in it and you
Yes.
can have flowers to bloom,
Yes.
right? The
Mother
earth
Gaia
is
is
here for
amazing.
us. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's not all in material things. You can have those
Yes.
material things. We are deserving of whatever it is. Any
Absolutely.
material things that
Absolutely.
we need in our life, we can speak it and make it come for us. Yes.
Absolutely.
But that's not
manifest.
the foundation, you know,
Yes,
because when all of it goes, the earth is still here holding us, you know.
yes,
So let's
yes.
keep connect to that earth energy. And that's to me is again going within and taking
Mm,
our time, like Obatala is saying, taking our time with ourselves and being patient. And everything is like 1 minute at a time, you know,
mm,
overcoming,
mm.
learning, releasing 1 minute at a time. What?
This says time for a nap, but this is in reverse.
Oh, okay. Like wake
I
up.
was holding it. You see, I was holding it, right? I'm just saying, I was holding it. I was like, okay, it's coming. It's coming. Yes, so this is talking about waking up. And see, time for a nap is when you need to take a break. But now this is
Mhm.
in reverse. It's saying it's time to
Yeah.
wake up. It's
Yeah.
time. You know, like you were saying, it's
Exactly.
time for
Tap
us.
in. Tap in that divine, tap into that divinity, tap into what's within us, tap into our secrets, our joys, our love,
Mm,
our peace, our balance, tap
yes,
into us, tap into our spirit. You know, we all out here. What this
yes.
person need, what this person want, how this person feel, what, you know, how
Mm,
these people think, what they
right,
liking about what I'm doing, what, you know,
yeah.
everything is
The
all
judgment.
outward. You know, what do
Judgment.
you feel about you? Let's check in within. How do you feel? What
Yeah.
what what gives you your drive? What helps you to have a good day? What makes you smile? You know, let's
Mm,
know ourselves. You know,
yeah.
what heals you? Let's take in those practices that
Yeah.
actually nurture us. You
Oh,
know, nurture your soul.
yes.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Big
You
and
guys can have,
bold. Let's
you,
do it. It's time for the divine feminine to do this.
you know, someone asked me yesterday, I went to one of my goddesses' homes, because I had some back issues, right? And I needed to get it fixed, right? And and
Mhm.
so she has a new house. Actually, it was Dr. Patterson. You met her last year at
Yeah.
the retreat. She's a
Hmm.
beautiful, she's so beautiful. She Dr. Parker, I'm sorry. She
She did
has a new
the
home now.
chiropractor.
Yes,
Hmm.
exactly. And so she has a new home now, and she has like all this natural, beautiful, magical things in her house, and that's what she
Hmm.
does. A lot of her work, a lot of her healing work. And
Hmm.
she told me to sit in this chair, right? And she was like, "It's magical. Whatever you ask for, it comes." So I sat in the chair, right? And I'm, I have one. She was like, "Make a wish." I made a wish. She said, "Yeah." She said, she said everybody, they was wishing for little things, but their stuff came true within like a couple days or something like that. I said, I don't wish small. I don't do small things. Okay, I do big things.
Ashe.
I
Ashe.
was like, I don't play.
Just
No,
ask
don't
for
do
it
that.
all.
Huh?
Ask for it all, the whole bag.
I was like, I don't play. Don't sit here and tell me I can have the world and then be surprised when I ask for the world. And that's a word. That's a word right
Hmm.
there. Okay.
Hmm.
Because that's what they're afraid of. And when I say they, that is those who do not agree with what we're talking about here today in regards to the spirit of the divine feminine. They want you to believe that you're small. They want you to believe, they want you to wish, they want you to only ask for small things, to expect small things. And then when you get something bigger or you ask for something bigger, they're like, you can't ask for that. I mean, come on now. How many of us have asked or wanted something so much more and somebody
Hmm.
just told you you can't have it?
Right, exactly. Or you've told
It can be
yourself you
family.
can't have it. Or
It
you
can,
just or you've told yourself you can't have it. You already made it up in your mind, so you don't go for it, you know? You
yeah,
hold yourself back. And usually it is from that inner child, because that's what I'm seeing in this bone
yeah,
reading. That the inner child needs to be
yeah,
healed. The inner
yes.
child, we need to go and tap into that. What happened that's got us with these self-limiting beliefs? Let's
It,
tap into the emotion around that. Let's tap into releasing some things around that. Let's tap into confronting some things that haven't been confronted, and we've been quiet about for so long. Let's tap into all of that so that we can awaken that energy, so that we can, our inner child can be satisfied, so we can know to dream big, so we can
mhm.
have access to what it is that we need in our life.
I love it. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Look at that. This is for the divine feminines, the shock of the new. Okay. Look
Mhm.
at that. These are new things that are coming in. You guys are being inspired. We're being inspired to do so much more.
Right.
And look at her hair. That's a bunch of bees.
And the other one too. They're beautiful.
Yes, that's a bunch of bees and like flowers in her hair,
She's
talking about being a
connected to her intuition, you know?
Yes.
She's connecting to her highest self.
Yes. And some of us
and you got to go within. There it is, the fetal position. Let's go to that inner child.
Yes. I love it.
Let's go in. Let's heal it. Let's nurture it. Let's sit with it. You know, especially at the time. It's the darkest time of the year. It's time to go within. It's time to hibernate. It's time to reconnect and rejuvenate so that we can, like she said, look into the light. I love this.
Look at her throat.
Chakra.
Look at the throat. Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that. This is emanating. You see the vibrations from her throat. Okay, so the chakra of the new comes from you speaking, right? This is about you speaking, asking for those bold visions. This is about you building a new structure. Creating a new. This is building blocks, creating a new structure. It's sometimes it's okay. You know, I was talking to someone earlier this week, and I wanted to say, you know, and I say this all the time. It's okay for everything to fall apart right around you. You know, you may feel like I gotta hold it up. I have to hold it up. I can't let it fall. Have you ever dealt with that before, where you're like,
I've been dealing with that all year. Yes. And then, you know, one day I said, let that shit go. You know, it was fun, and it was symbolic because it started. I said, you know what? When I cut my hair right now, it's going to be symbolic of letting all that shit go. Because I was looking at my hair and I was saying, you know what? I got half of it looking beautiful and half of it halfway growing in and half of it, you know, and I was like, this is a reflection of my, you know what? Let it all go and let's rebuild it from a strong foundation.
Yes.
You know, build from a strong foundation. When it ain't working in the right way, and it's not necessarily for everybody, but if it's just like, it's like, you know what? Let it all fall down, because guess what? The earth has weight.
Yes.
It's still holding us up. So everything else is just a supporting cast to our life.
And that's just recognizing the illusion, trust and magic. So all of this I'm seeing here in regards to this reading, we had Yen in here as well. Everything in regards to this reading, everything that we've talked about here today is definitely speaking to letting go of past understandings, past guilt, past regrets. You know, restore yourself back to whole, let it all fall. Start building from scratch. Realize that it's time to take the mask off. Everything that glitters is not gold. Everything that you're wishing for is not for you. Exactly. And even if you think it is or want it, it may not be for you. May not have been the lifetime where you're supposed to do that. It's just interesting to me how most, 99.9% of women want to get married, have kids, and be, successful, live in a big house, have all these
9.9.
Yeah. And, and it really comes down to, you don't have all these things to be beautiful, Here and now, it's time. It's time here and now. This is not, I almost want to feel like I'm about to go into the end of a sermon right now. I feel like it's always like towards the end of a reading. Like right now, this is the time to come down to the altar. Let's pray over your situation.
Exactly.
Join the church, that is.
I picked this card. So this is my sister. My sister got the Ori deck.
Hello.
The Sacred Ori deck. Okay, one of my
Beautiful. Beautiful. What does it say?
It says inspire. This is the midwife card.
Oh, I love it.
But you know what? It made a good point, because as we're talking about letting everything go, this card is talking about, but stop letting go of yourself. Let all the other stuff go. But it's time to hold yourself up.
Yes, I love it.
Birth yourself, rebirth yourself. It's the midwife. That's what the midwife does, right? Catch the baby. You're the baby. Catch yourself. Hold yourself. Let the baggage go.
Let everything go. Yeah.
Let everything go except you.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's okay. How about that?
It's not
selfish.
Exactly.
It's not selfish. Whatever you believe. Like, it's not okay for you to do for self. It's not okay.
My girlfriends always laugh at me. They was like, every birthday, every Christmas, Valentine's Day, you always get something so nice for yourself. I was like, because I know I'm gonna get the badge for me, okay? Everybody else wondering. My birthday, I
Like,
get
take yourself out. Treat
yes,
yourself. Who you waiting on? Who you waiting
yes.
on? Somebody who ain't thinking about you.
Right. You know, so many times we're looking for somebody else to fulfill that void for us is all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you're looking for somebody to give you something for Valentine's. You're looking for somebody to give you something for your birthday. Whatever. Celebrate yourself. You know, you can
Exactly.
celebrate yourself every day, every
Exactly.
week, every month. You
Exactly.
know, my
And know
mother and
that we
my
are
family, we
not
always say
afraid.
our birthdays for a whole month. It's not for a day,
Yeah.
it's for a whole month. We celebrate, honey.
My mom, she really be doing it. I'm like, you know what? This year I'm gonna
Oh
give me
yeah,
a month
mommy.
birthday too.
Yes, mommy, she be traveling, all
She
kinds
be
of shit.
doing it, yeah. Like every week. This week I'm doing this. This week I'm going to the spa. This week I'm going to Mexico. This week, and it's beautiful, you know. And I talked
Yeah.
to her about that culture, you know,
Yeah.
that she's embracing. And I'm like, wow. So who taught you how to do
Mm.
things for yourself? Like, what was it?
Wow.
Did your family give you that kind of
Yeah.
nourishment? And as she recalled, she was saying, you know what? I don't even remember celebrating my birthday as a child.
Right.
I don't even
Right.
remember
Yep.
about anybody celebrating me, you know.
Yeah.
So that
Yep.
was
My
something she
mother's
had
the
to
same
implement
way.
in her life. Mm-hmm.
My mother
Like,
said the same thing. She said she never had a birthday. They never celebrated the birthday, but she always did it for us because they never
mhm.
celebrated. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I was like, wow. So she definitely set a whole new example for those grandchildren that are looking at her. Like, wow, okay, this is how you do it. This is how you love yourself, you know. And that's the example that we're setting for our children, you know.
I
Like,
love it. I
uh,
love it. I'm going to bring one more message as we continue to close. I did want to say hi to everyone that's out there. You know, if you guys have any questions, this is a good time to ask. We're going to bring it to a close. The messages that just popped out was choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. And
mm,
I love this because this is choosing love over fear when it comes to your life. You see what I'm saying? So this is
mhm.
not choose love another person. This is choose love over fear. When you really walk in love, it's you're not walking in this, oh my gosh, is somebody going to do me wrong type of mentality, because at the end of the day, you're going to feel so grateful for what did you do for yourself. You're so full,
Exactly.
you're overflowing that
Yeah,
regardless of what they do, you're going to recognize that's their shit, not mine. Right.
exactly.
And you're
Exactly.
going to, but that's love. You see what I'm saying? So that's love, to have compassion for somebody else's walk, for somebody
Mm-hmm.
else's journey. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But I'm also hearing, yeah, choose to love yourself. And like my
Yes.
said, I choose me first. Yes. Choose
Yes.
to love you.
I
Then
love that.
everything else is just a reflection. You
Absolutely.
know, choose
Yes.
to love you. When you love you and you have the compassion for you,
Yes.
then nothing else. It's like you're just a reflection of my love. I'm just still continuing
Yes.
to love myself. And I know what love is. And I'm
Yes.
not loving someone else from an empty cup of
Yes.
needing love. I don't
Yes.
need love. I know
Yes.
love. I'm
Yes.
feeling love. I'm giving myself love. I'm giving
Yes.
my life love. And anybody that's in my vibration is being loved,
Yes. Absolutely.
no matter how they want to be. If you're around me, you're getting love. And
Yes.
sometimes those around us will reflect to us how much we're sitting in our love. You
Mm.
know?
Exactly. And that's what I was just
Mhm.
about to say. You know,
Mhm.
people treat you the way you treat you.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
And that is a reflection of, so if you're treating yourself, you know, unfortunately I've dealt with a lot of, you know, people who've gone through abusive
It's like,
situations and things of that
yeah.
nature, and it's harder for them to come out of that, but they wonder why they keep bumping into more abusive type people. But again, it's
Mhm.
because they also allow themselves to be in a place of lack, or allow themselves
And
to accept
fear.
little to
And
nothing
fear. That's
out of
what
fear.
you spoke to. The fear. Oh, they,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Hello.
it's the fear. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
love yourself and don't choose relationships based on a fear that you're not gonna
Yeah.
have enough love. You
Yes, true
know?
love is loving yourself. See,
Yeah.
and you know, and you
And then
have to be
anybody
honest
watching,
with
you
yourself.
know, like, okay, she's only accepting love in her vibration, you
Yeah,
know. So
yeah,
either they're gonna be like, I'm not going over there. They might try it and see, And they
Yeah.
might connect to someone that now connects to that fear, but they also
Yeah.
might connect, like, no, she said she don't like that. You know,
Right.
I gotta go because nothing else I can do but that. You know, or they
Sometimes you gotta
true.
train them the way you want. Okay. You don't just let them come walk in like this is what I do. I'm like, that's not what you do with
Exactly.
me.
Like, oh, we don't do that over here. Go do
Not
that
over
over
here.
there.
I'm looking at them like, where they do that at? Not over here.
Exactly.
To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. Okay, so you have to be honest with other people as to what it is that you want for your
Yeah.
life as well. You know,
Be honest, yes. And honesty doesn't have to look like chopping people's head off, you know.
no,
You can be
no,
honest and you can still be courteous. You
yes.
know, you can be
I know.
strong without being hurtful. So we
I
need to
know.
choose our words wisely.
I noticed that when people really are harsh when they're being honest, it's because they normally kept it in for a long period of time, or that they are having a hard time getting it out. So it's like
They
they're
don't have
doing
the
it from a place
tools.
of fear anyway. So then they put it out in a manner that is fearful. So almost like, I don't know what I'm going to get from this. So I'm going to come at you hard because I need you not to come back at me, because it took a lot of me to even say
Mhm.
this to you in this way, you know. So when people do kind of express that, it's coming from a place of hurt, regret, guilt. So just have compassion for that, you know, sometimes. Because, you know, honesty, sometimes it's hard to speak, especially when you've been taught to be quiet, especially
Exactly.
when you've been taught to not say or speak the truth, especially when things have happened to you at a young age and you were told not to say nothing about it. Don't get me started.
Exactly.
Oh,
Mhm.
Lord. And then, you know, then they wonder why you don't speak, or they wonder why you're timid, or they wonder why you can't, you know, been there, done that, got a t-shirt in it. But you gotta overcome. You gotta overcome. You gotta.
Exactly. Mhm. Mhm. And you got
But
to let it go.
yeah, so did you have any closing words? This was beautiful. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for coming this morning. You know, I'm heated. Like, I mean, like right now, the words are coming through me like
I
it was
feel
a
you
channel.
over there. I feel you, and that was a good word. The last word that I would say is just is release. You know, because we say release. We hear people saying all the time, you just got to release it. You just got to let it go. But how do you do that? And the
Mm.
way that you do that, the first thing is to center yourself, is to stay focused. You know, because the mind can be misleading because we think all kind of things, and we're always replaying situations. When the situation is over, let's stop replaying it in our mind. You
Yeah.
know, we release by having daily practices that honor and nurture and support us. If you a person who you just working all day and you don't have time, you know, you have to allot some time in your day for yourself. You know,
Yes.
whether it's 30 minutes before you go to work in the morning and 30 minutes before you sleep at night, or whether it's getting somebody to assist you with the children, whatever it might be, you have to
Yes.
take some time to connect with yourself. So we talk about releasing, but it's really in every moment, remembering to let those thoughts go, to center yourself, to breathe, to meditate, and to focus, you know, on your present moment, and be grateful for everything you
Yes.
see in your present. Oh, we hate what happened in the past. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. Let's be grateful for what's happening right now, and let's
Yes.
see that, you know.
Mm-hmm. I love
Oh,
that.
and I would also say that sometimes we need to be spiritually supported. That did come up in my reading,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
there are ways like spiritual baths, like
Mm-hmm.
spiritual medicines,
Yes.
like just doing things like lighting your incense, your sage, clearing your space. Like there's different tools, holding your crystals and your gemstones close to you, sleeping with them under your pillow. You know, there's different tools that we have to assist us spiritually and raise our vibration. And this reading is saying the divine feminine needs to have those tools right now. Lighting your candle, playing your singing bowl, that's high vibration energy. You
Yeah.
know, so use the tools, right? You don't have people are like, you should just be strong and be able to. No, we have tools that assist us
Yeah.
with getting through this. You know,
Yeah.
we have nature, we have things we can put our hands into, we have smells, we have sounds, we got essential oils, we got, you know, we
Yeah.
have tools, we have our words, you know,
Yeah.
so let's use those things and support ourselves and
Beautiful.
nurture ourselves and our families.
Yes, I mean that's so true. It doesn't have to be that hard. Like when it comes, like when you're going to do the singing bowl for the solstice, that's clearing energy. Like sound clears energy. Your throat clears energy. Crystals help you with grounding your energy. You know,
Yes.
all these things assist you on your journey, so you don't have to do it by yourself. That's a great word right there. Like you're not alone. And support. And if you don't have support in your family, if you don't have support around you, then I would also say find people like-minded people who can kind of support you on your journey as well. You know,
Yeah.
this was beautiful. I love
I
this.
do
Thank you
pray.
all for coming out. Thank you so much for coming out, everyone. I appreciate it. Yeah,
Thanks,
thank
it was so nice. Till next time. Thank you. This is my first Instagram live. So thank you for opening up a new world here.
you did amazing. This is beautiful. We're doing a lot of firsts this week, so are we? Are we doing a lot
Yes,
of
we
firsts?
are.
I do want to remind you guys that we're doing the Divine Feminine reading. Actually, we only committed to doing this week, so today is actually the last day to get your double Divine Feminine reading. 2 Divine Feminines, 1 message. It's a 30-minute reading. We did say if we do come back, we may extend it. So I would just say go ahead and reach out to us, DM us if you're interested in a double Divine reading from us. I look forward to speaking to all of you. I love you guys. Blessings, love, and light. Ashe.
Peace and love. Oreye.